It's as American as apple pie, the summer road trip, but you'll have more fun if you avoid the crowds and keep the driving distance and fuel costs reasonable. CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg is here to map out some trips that do all of that. Good morning, Peter.
And good morning.
So your first pick, I was surprised to read, is close to almost all of us, Richmond, Virginia.
When you say it's close to almost all of us, Virginia is a one-day trip to about 60% of the U.S. population. So it's very accessible, it's affordable, lots of history here, of course, in Richmond, the capital. But what's great about it is the canal walk in Richmond. It stretches more than a mile through downtown, and it leads you right over to the great farmers market there, which dates back to 1737. And it's also affordable. We found hotel rates there about $110 a night, not too bad. And these are affordable one-tank trips that you can take and get back in the same day.
Next up, we head to the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, a really stunning part of the country in Asheville, North Carolina.
That's right. We're talking beautiful scenery here. And if we talk about one farmer's market, get ready for this. They've got 15 of them there. 15 with 250 independent restaurants. And of course, you're right there at the Blue Ridge Parkway. And the Blue Ridge Parkway is 469 miles that gets you all the way from North Carolina up to Virginia.
One of the prettiest drives in the country, too. Just amazing.
Let's talk about the wine vineyards in Bloomington, Indiana.
That sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you know about craft beer in Bloomington. By the way, Bloomington's an overlooked city. It's a college town. Wish they had a better football team. But
University of Indiana.
Oh my God. But I like going to games there because Wisconsin always beats them. But it's true. But they've got vineyards in Bloomington. Lots of great bookstores, craft beer, and of course, the vineyards that nobody even knows about. So it's a great one-day trip, under 4-hour trip from Chicago. It's great.
Most people think New Orleans is the place to visit in Louisiana, but you've got Baton Rouge, the capital, on the list here. Why?
Well, most people think actually New Orleans is the capital, and it's not. It is Baton Rouge, also home to a great university, LSU. You want to go there when they're not doing a home game because then it's an uncrowded, affordable place. Great food here. In fact, great history. There's a great place called Frost Top. If you want root beer, they got root beer. You want sarsaparilla, they got sarsaparilla. Nearby, you got Zapp's Potato Chips, which, of course, is a very local homegrown company. But then you've got the plantation homes, all at Plantation Alley, and that road trip between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. Great history there, and you can stay there overnight. It's phenomenal.
I mean, we need to remind people also of the cuisine you're going to get there because we saw some beautiful images of the food you're going to get when you're in a place like this.
It's Foodie Nation there, and the best part about it is the hotel rooms there, $77 on average.
Wow.
Not bad, except during the home games. Don't go during home games.
Yes. All right, next up on the list, let's head to the West Coast and Redding, California.
Yeah, Redding, California is the far north of California, and it's usually overlooked, but what a beautiful place it is. You've got the bridge there, the Sundial Bridge, celebrating its 10th anniversary, spanning the Sacramento River. Once again, you also have a walk there, a 12-acre walk with 50 different markets and galleries and stores, and of course, it's at the base, very close to Mount Shasta, which is 14,000 feet up. Great hiking in June and July. Even though it's covered with snow all year long, great place to hike in June and July. Great place to go.
So when you're planning trips like these, Peter, is there a general rule in terms of how long you should allow for driving?
Well, you know what? It depends on where you're going to be driving. Meaning, are you going to take the interstate or are you going to take the 2-lane highways? I'm a big fan of the 2-lane highways. And if that's the case, 6 hours is a good max. And you get to stop once or twice if you have to, but you see so much more along the way. Stay off the interstate. It's very simple now.
How about when you suggest to people planning driving versus flying? Do you have any recommendations for summer?
It all gets down to money. If you take a look at the round-trip airfare just on the shuttle flight between New York and Washington, D.C., that can average about $600. You know what? Drive.
Yeah, I mean, and driving now, the price of gas, is still high, but it's,
I'll tell you what, though.
You amortize 4 people in a car or 2 people in a car, you got it.
Is there a best time of year is there a great time period to do this?
Yes, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
You knew that was
the day when
coming.
we're all working, yes.
All right, Peter Greenberg, thanks so much.
You got it.